All right, guys. Game wrapped up about 15, 20 minutes ago. Seahawks win 20 to 15, and they win a playoff spot. They win a 10-win, double-digit win season, and only one injury of any significance. So, look, there's some stuff to talk about with this game, and it will be talked about. But at the end of the day, we played a pretty good team out there today. They're playing really well lately, actually. We played them. We got out of there with a win. We had one injury of significance today, and it was to our fourth string running back in DJ Dallas. And by the way, we'll see you in 2022 probably, buddy, because that did not look good at all. Didn't like to see that, but other than that, it was a clean game for the injury report, I think. And we kept our franchise quarterback clean. 0 sacks, only a couple of knockdowns, and yeah, at the end of the day, whatever else I can say about this game, you got to be willing to take it because, hey, a W, a playoff spot, no major injuries, or at least no injuries of big significance, a clean game for your quarterback, a game where you did a good job establishing the run, just a lot of stuff to like in this one. And we will talk about the stuff that you don't like to see, but for the most part, this game really went the way that I thought up until the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter does merit some discussion, but look, the offensive game plan today was very neutered. I think everybody who watched this game could pick up on it. It's not that we weren't letting Wilson throw. In fact, Wilson dropped back to pass more times than even I expected today, but there were a lot of quick passes, a lot of screen passes, a lot of just drop back, get the ball out of your hands and move on to the next play. And who would have thought in the year 2020 Russell Wilson would be playing a game where he had 121 passing yards, and I would feel like he played pretty well. The pick was annoying because we were about to put that game away, and you can put that play on Wilson a little bit. You can put it on Cedric O a little bit because he didn't block nobody on that play. But a lot of it is just kind of bad luck and fluky stuff, so I can accept that happening every now and then. So, look, it was a neutered game plan. We ran the ball a lot, and we ran it effectively. Carson had a solid game. Hyde felt good to see him break off the big one. Wilson taking off on the 40-yard scramble. I haven't seen that in his game in a while, and that felt good to see because if you watch him play lately, he just doesn't look very fast. He looks a little fat. It was good to see him actually break off for a big gain instead of these little 3-yard, basically advanced throwaways. At a certain point, you do want to see him take off and actually make a big, damaging play that actually moves you down the field. And today we got that. Maybe that's something to put in the back of the defense's mind going forward, that he can still do stuff like that. And yeah, it was a neutered game for this offense for sure. DK Metcalf led the team with 43 receiving yards. Nobody on this offense really went off. Nobody dominated this game. It was a very slow, it was a very methodical game where we just got our 20 points and kind of turtled up. When we went up 20-3, not a whole lot good happened after that. Now, I want to give Washington's defense some credit. They made some plays at the end there to help them claw back in, but a lot of people on Twitter who are Seahawks fans who I follow were a little frustrated with the offense today, and I understand it. If I could go back in time and maybe change the way this offense did things a little bit today, I might. We could have maybe opened it up a little bit more late in this game. We did pick up a couple of bad penalties. We did have one wasted timeout because we didn't get the play call in fast enough, which you know I hate that. But this is the kind of game plan that I think you needed to run today against a team with their third-string QB and backup running back and generally just not a very good offense whatsoever. So, look, I'm going to say Wilson played fine today. It's the weakest numbers he'll have all season probably in terms of volume stats, but I think he did his job, and not getting sacked over the course of a whole game with no Brandon Shell is awesome. And I'm not even saying Cedric O played a good game today. I don't really think he did. In fact, I think he put himself on the highlight reel in a bad way a couple times. But a game plan that results in Wilson getting sacked 0 times and you still putting up 300 yards of offense and 20 points against a good defense on the road on a crap field, I'll take it. Now, as for this defense, it started out great. 2 interceptions. Shaq, amazing play on the deflection. DJ Reed, who I thought actually played a pretty good game today, he was outmatched on a couple plays against McLaurin, but dude was fighting and scrapping in there, and he managed to make a big play to help stymie a Washington drive. He made a great play on a little fade route to the back of the end zone on McLaurin. And look, even without the benefit of QB pressure, things were going well. And in the fourth quarter, Washington, they just focused on that little short, quick passing game to Logan Thomas and J.D. McKissic. And this Seattle defense took a while to adjust. I don't know if they ever really did adjust, honestly, because giving up 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns and almost giving up a third fourth-quarter touchdown to Dwayne Haskins, no bueno. Not good. Unacceptable. Really bad. And believe you me, if we had blown this game and given up that touchdown with a couple minutes to go, I would be in here right now demanding Ken Norton's immediate firing. Because we are not at the point of the season where crap like that is okay. Week 2 against Cam Newton, okay, I get it. It's week 2. You're still learning how to play with each other. You're still figuring things out. Doing it against Dwayne Haskins in week 15 is a completely different thing. This game should have been completely shut down at some point in the fourth quarter before it got to within 1 score. And Washington may have amassed like 200 offensive yards in that fourth quarter for all I know. I can't remember for sure, but it was a bad fourth quarter. We didn't adjust when Washington started going purely to quick plays to Logan Thomas and J.D. McKissic. And by the way, when I look at this game, when I review this game, I have a feeling Bobby Wagner's going to look bad in coverage. I think he gave up a lot in coverage today, and he just couldn't keep up. And I'll put it a little on KJ Wright as well. Seemed like he was getting beat up in coverage a little bit. So, hey, it's a concern going forward for sure, because there's no way that game should have been within 30 yards of us blowing it at the end there. There's just no way. However, there was some cool stuff that happened out there today, too. I don't want to get too bogged down into the negatives. I thought Jamal Adams played a very nice game. He got another sack. I thought that Ugo Amadi was in there fighting. Fun player. Really excited to have him around. Alton Robinson, L.J. Collier, Benson Mayoa, Rasheem Green, and Carlos Dunlap. They came alive on that final drive and made multiple plays to seal that win. And the pass rush had been asleep the whole game, and I was getting very frustrated with them. We did not get hardly any pressure on Haskins most of that game. And then on that final drive with it all on the line, those 5 guys stepped up and made plays. And with that, got out of there with the win, sealed the dub, appreciate it from all those guys. Hey, it's obviously, I would have liked to have just blown them off the field and put the game away in the fourth quarter. Even something as simple as a field goal on that one drive that ended in the fluky Wilson pick would have pretty much put this one away, but I'll take what I can get. And if this pass rush wants to be asleep the whole game and then score a bunch of sacks at the very end to put it away and get you the dub, then hey, that's the dub. And there was a lot to be excited about today. Special teams. Jason Myers made 2 more field goals. Michael Dixon had several very good punts, and this was a game where punting mattered. Pinning the football team inside the 10-yard line was a big deal. So we had a good return or 2 from DJ Reed, I think, as well. So that's helping us win these games. And look, if you can play a 60-minute football game on that crappy FedEx field and get out of there with 1 injury of significance, I'm going to be pretty happy about that. I'm not really going to complain too much about that. So it's good to see the team win. It's good to see the team clinch a playoff spot. It was a little bit of a weird game. It started out perfectly, going up 20-3 in the third quarter. And then things just kind of got away from us. We had the one fluky turnover. Defense, they started to struggle to stop Logan Thomas and McKissic. McLaurin had a couple of nice catches too. On the whole, it doesn't feel like what we saw today will be enough to beat a team like the Rams, but we did see some positive things today, and I don't want to get away from that. I mean, we got to see Penny get the ball a couple times and not get hurt again, so that's nice, right? Not that I think Penny's going to do a ton this year, but I would rather have Penny out there than DJ Dallas. So seeing him out there was encouraging. Seeing this offensive line play well without Brandon Shell was very encouraging. The run defense held up. We forced a couple turnovers to help expand our lead early on. And again, pass rush, dead as a doornail. The whole game came alive at the very end when we needed it to seal the dub. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Peace out. Go Hawks. I will be doing a post-game stream during the second half of the late games. We got a couple of relevant games to us going on, so we will watch those together. And yeah, peace out, Go Hawks. Feels good to be in the winner's circle. Feels good to be 10-4. Feels good to be going back to the playoffs, and that's what I got. Peace.